Hello, freak bitches. You're on a podcast called The Legion of Skanks.
Could that be introduced in a presidential debate, and then I have to go, yes, that was my show?
Yes, but you would do it just like that, and everybody would start laughing. We're realizing that this...
What if I just do it like a politician? I'd be like, I repudiated that show years ago. I no longer associate with Big J. Okerson.
Dude, speaking of which, they put Weiner in the pokey today. 21 months in jail for sexting, I believe it was a 15-year-old.
Well, look, that guy single-handedly probably changed America.
Yeah.
I don't think he really did. He changed it through dick pics. Which, how else were you going to change America in 2017?
They wrote Anthony Weiner gets hard time. Is that the Post? That Post is hilarious. Whoever writes for the Post, goddamn, they have some fucking great headlines. Anthony Weiner gets hard time. Oh, you know what's horrible is before all this happened, he was fantastic. That guy could have been the president. He
had that politician-y thing. I mean, he was like for a young politician on the fast track.
Yeah.
But I really do think Hillary Clinton, I just think it was such a close race that any little thing probably could have made the difference. So you could blame any number of factors. But, the FBI coming out and reopening an investigation on you, like, less than 2 weeks before an election, that's pretty tough to get over politically. Like, in any normal year, any candidate would be buried by that.
After all that, lock her up. There's no way you can survive that. The FBI is looking into it. All the people that don't want to look into it any further than the surface, they immediately go, oh, we fucking got it. It's over.
And I think there's also just, in terms of the politics and the way people work, there was something about Anthony Weiner where, so it made the American public think about him again. Yeah. And Trump was bringing the women who are accusing Bill Clinton of rape to the debates. And I think the average person just kind of went like, wait a minute, so your husband is a sexual predator and your best friend, her husband is also a sexual predator? Like, who the fuck are these people? Like, you just have to realize, going, who the fuck are you? Who is that the story for?
Yeah, well, that's one of the things that got me about Fox News. Because Fox News has always been the voice of conservative America on television, right? The staunch voice of conservative America. But yet, all this sex stuff comes out, like the Bill O'Reilly tapes where he was calling up his whoever the girl was and saying crazy shit with a loofah sponge. Remember all that?
Yeah, I read about it.
It was crazy, but they had recordings of it, and then it was all the women that accused him of sexual harassment and the sexual harassment with other people, and then other people are sending dick pics and like, whoa, you guys are freaks.
And what was really crazy about it was that so Roger Ailes, who's the head of the network, he went down first for sexual harassment, and then as soon as he was down, like a whole bunch of other people started going down, and then you really start wondering, like, oh shit, like was it just like, new guy isn't letting us sexually harass anymore? What's going on? What's going on with this jerk off?
Well, I think it was just there was a culture that they could get away with before the internet, where they were the bosses and the women were the underlings, and they all felt. I'm sure there's probably a lot of dynamics playing there, right? There's a power situation. The man, the guy who's the boss is in position. And then there's also women that are attracted to power figures. And then there's also this conservative, like really repressed environment, which always leads to freak shit. It always does.
Yeah.
When you have like people buttoned down, they always lead to freak shit. They have to find a way out. That pressure's got to go.
Yeah, you're right. I always say to people, if you're in New York City, if you go to a bar in the financial district, like right after work, it's a really crazy scene. Something interesting, like the exact dynamic you're talking about, where it's these people who are all day working in this crazy like that, and then like the ties are loosened, and it's this like
the girls are drinking and they take their shoes off at the bar. And you're like, whoa!
People are getting slapped on the ass. Like crazy shit is going on that you wouldn't think your banker, the guy who runs your retirement account.
You know why? Because like we were talking about before, with like before the podcast started, with like these ancient reward systems. There's an ancient reward system for plundering. I really believe that. I think these guys feel like they're goddamn pirates, like they're plundering.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're part of the financial market, and then they're doing shots. We're gonna fucking take them down. We're gonna fucking take them down. And they grab each other. We're gonna fucking take them down. We're gonna fucking take them down.
And if you think about, the acquisition of property of goods or anything like that throughout human history. I mean, the idea of like a theory of just acquisition of property is like pretty relatively new. And the way everything was acquired for all of human history was through conquest, just through, you take other people's shit.
And you got to think that like a hostile takeover must feel incredibly like sacking a city. Like, look at these guys. Oh, that's from Wall Street. From, what's his name? What wasn't Wall Street? What the fuck was this called?
Wolf of Wall Street, yeah.
Yeah, that was a great scene. But people that scene resonated with people. I'm not fucking going! I'm not fucking going! And everybody's like, yes!
It's like being above the system, kind of.
It is, but this is tapping in just same way football taps in. It's tapping into this ancient reward system for plundering.
Yeah.
When men get together and they fuck up other men and take all their shit, and then we kick ass.